Marcy, I've had the honor to coach you for these past couple of years. Tell us your story. Start us up. I'm so excited to have you.
Hey, thank you. My name is Marcy. I am a special ed teacher for Howard County, and I have been a teacher for 25 years. I started right out of college. I've been with NRIT for over 3 years, and my life has completely changed.
I love that, and you have changed so much, on in so many levels, and you've always been such a wonderful, wonderful human being. Let's start with your why. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, I was overweight, very overweight, for many, many years. Really started, I guess, in college, and then just kept going. And really, right when at the beginning of the pandemic, when COVID started, one a close friend of mine died, and it really made me reflect on my mortality and what I wanted my future life to be like. Because the I just kept thinking she would have loved to have one more birthday. This is not every time you get a year older. I didn't want to. I didn't want to regret things, and I wanted to be able to appreciate each year that I could live for the rest of my life, knowing that some people don't get that chance to keep going. And so I knew that I had to make a change because I wasn't happy. I was miserable. I was very miserable. And I wanted something. I needed something completely different.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us and with me. I remember our first call. And so let's go back because now we're nearly 100 pounds down from that first call. So let's talk about what was going on with you, with your mental health, with your physical health prior to starting the Midlife Makeover program.
Yeah, I was I mean, every time I walked into a room, I was, the biggest person in the room. I was always very aware of that. And I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed all the time. And it gave me a lot of anxiety in social situations. I didn't like going out with people because I always felt embarrassed of how I looked. And if I had to eat in front of other people, I would eat too much. I wouldn't eat what other people were eating, etc. So I just I was miserable. I was not happy with any aspect of myself. I had two children, who I couldn't keep up with, who, active, happy kids who I wanted to run around with, and I couldn't do it. I was just, I was just a sentient person.
So let's talk now. We're nearly 100 pounds down, but what are you have your life is so much different. Tell me what your life is like now. Like what are your wins, not just physical, but your life now.
uh, I mean, th- I can go and try on clothes in a store and actually think, oh, that actually looks good on me. That is, wow, I never used to think that ever. I mean, anything I tried on it, it was always horrible. I hated how I looked. So that's huge. I think, one of the things I'm most proud of is I have muscles. I have muscles and you can see them. Sometimes when I drive, there's like a certain way that I turn my arm on the steering wheel and I see a muscle right here. That's a weird place to have a muscle, but I'm like, ooh, look at that. I'm strong. I can lift a 50-pound suitcase at the airport onto the thing where you put the luggage. That can, and I think I just, I'm not when I walk into a new space, I'm not immediately thinking everybody is looking at me and thinking, why is she here? And so I mean, it's huge.
What were you kind of like skeptical maybe about, or what were you afraid of? And just be very vulnerable.
I was around 40, I guess, when I started. And so, I wasn't a stranger to weight loss programs. I had done I mean, gosh, so many, right? Keto and Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers and intermittent fasting. I mean, I just, over multiple times, some of these things. And of course, failed every time, that is gained the weight back and then some. And so you know, I didn't want to be a failure again, and I didn't want to have to stop and be even bigger than I already was. And so there was a lot of trepidation at the beginning, to before I started, because I guess I didn't really know what what it was about, and that I thought it would be the same as any of the other diets that I had tried, and that it just wouldn't work for me.
Yeah, and I love the honesty. So tell us like how did the experience kind of overcome that, and how is this different? And be super honest.
The biggest difference is that NARIT does not let you go, meaning Narrit, will talks to me all the time. You know, and what she always says is, we got you, we got you, we got you. Like they're not going to let you fail because they have your back through everything. It's this support, not just once a week when you go to a meeting or something. It is this constant. I know that Nurit and Sarah are always thinking about me. I don't know how because they have a million clients, but I know they are always thinking about me and always rooting for me. And I think just knowing that it just really helps. It makes me feel supported and like I can do this.
Yeah, yeah. And tell us like how, your mindset kind of changed when, because with Weight Watchers or the other programs with like food and, exercise and stuff like that, how is eating different here or exercising here, your relationship with food kind of, how is that a little bit different or a lot different, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it's so different. So first of all, I mean, something that the mindset shift, from thinking, oh, I messed up, I ate too much, I messed up. Like that's not a thing anymore. There's no messing up. Okay, maybe I went over my calories. Okay, maybe I went over my calories on a meal. Maybe I did it for a day. Maybe I did it for a week. All right, the next week I go back. Like it's okay. It happens, and I know how to recover, and I know how to do what I do now. So it's a completely different way of viewing things. The idea that food doesn't have a moral value, and you don't need to think good or bad. This food, it's food, it's calories. It is the number of calories, and you track them, and that's what you do. So it's just a complete difference. And what what I what I really like about it is that for me, it is the simplicity of the program. What I do is I track how many calories I eat and I do my weights. And that's pretty much it. That's the program. Like I know how many calories I have to eat a day and I put them in and that's it. I put them in the app and then I do my exercise and I do that every day and I'm fine. Like and I lose weight. That's it. It's so easy.
Are
um
there, yeah, go ahead. Are there any like foods that we tell you not to eat, like lists of foods we tell you not to eat, or anything like that, like any restrictive things? Or do we make you eat, have supplements? Do we sell you food? Do we sell you any of that? People are always asking.
no. I can eat whatever, whatever foods I like. I just track the calories. And so like sometimes I can't eat a whole piece of cake because I mean a whole cake because that would be too much, but I could eat a piece of cake and that's fine. It's okay. If I know I'm gonna have cake that day, then I think the night before, okay, I'm gonna have cake. So maybe I will not have so much, I don't know, pancakes in the morning or something, so that I know that it's coming. For me, I like making fewer decisions. I feel like that's something as women that we're doing all the time, especially women mothers. You know, all day you're going through and you're just constantly your mind is just constantly going what's next, what's next, where do I have to bring the kids, what am I going to feed them, what am every single decision that you have to make, it's just all the time, all the time, all the time. And so for me, this program has simplified my life in that I know what I'm going to eat. It takes that decision away from me.
Yeah, I love that. What is your favorite part of the program?
It's simple and that I don't have to think about it really. It's become just my life and it's become what I do. It's my present and it's my future. Like it's not a diet. It's just what I do now. I've learned how to this is just normal now.
It's so fun to sit here and listen to you. And we talk so much all the time through calls and through the app and just how you have really transformed your life, right? And just gotten stronger and just as a role model to so many people. But I want you to think about yourself, right? 3 years ago, right? What would you say to someone like you, right, who's just maybe thinking about the program but you haven't pulled that trigger yet?
I mean, I would say that this this completely will change your life and it creates an easy future. I don't worry that I'm going to go back to the way I was. Well, I guess I do worry a little bit, but I don't believe that I will. I because I this is not hard. This is just like I said, it's my life, it's my new normal, it's what I do. It's just a completely different mindset than I thought 3-4 years ago, when I everything felt hopeless. I feel excited about every new year coming up. I want to be able to experience all of these new things that I can do. I'm excited for the future. I'm not embarrassed to be me anymore.
I'm honored to be a part of this journey with you. Thank you so much for, being here, being vulnerable, sharing with others because you are changing people's lives by sharing your story.